All right, video is good. Let's get this ball running. Let's get the practice done. Hello, everyone. My name is Alex Aguilar, and this is day 4 of practicing Molly on the Shore, French horn, quartet version by Percy Grainger. Let me volume it down a little bit. I think I have a little too loud. Sorry about that. So, this video is going to be a continuation of part of day 3. Day 3, I was practicing the first page and second page of horn 3. And it was okay. I learned a lot, definitely. But I didn't finish the whole part. I didn't finish page 3 and page 4. So that's what today will be. Today will be just me practicing page 3 and page 4. I'm just gonna get right to it. I had warmed up a little bit before. And again, as you should always, I'm practicing. I'm gonna have my tuner here and my metronome, which is, I'll be using those two. And just gonna get to it. Just gonna get right to it because I'm kind of on a time crunch because my mom should get home at around like 7:30, so we only have like 40 minutes to practice. So, still gonna practice the right way, as you should. So that looks more like a tuning thing that I'll have to work on. But that should be fine. Gonna move on to the other side. Once I finish up with this page, I'll probably practice on that more again just to kind of do like a full run through of that page. Because the editing for that last one, the hardest part was just trying to figure out which section of the video gets the pictures. I think y'all can hear the metronome, but whatever. Point is, I'm gonna make sure that my editing isn't too difficult. I mean, it's gonna be difficult regardless because there's always so many things that come up with editing. But whatever. As long as we're practicing. Get ready to listen to a whole lot of this because this is going to be something difficult to play. The immediate change from ba-da-dum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. That's going to need a lot of practice. And also, at measure 134, ba-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum, boom, boom. That's going to require some practice. So let me practice on that for a couple minutes. Something I'm noticing while practicing this part is that there's not a good space for a good breath. Like, I know that I can breathe, measure 130 right before the rhythm change. But before it jumps from that register to the low, I don't. Maybe what I can do is I can get some really good breaths with measure 128 and measure 130. So that way I could kind of just like run through the whole section. I'll practice that right now. Let me see how that works. No, I'm running out of energy. I'm running out of air, you know? Like, maybe if I breathe there at that B flat instead of actually playing it, let me practice that. I mean, it works. Definitely works. But hopefully, as the tempo increases, I won't need to struggle with this because it'll be going so fast that I won't even have time to breathe. And that I won't even need a breath because it'll just be like 16th notes in my mind. But yeah, I'm going to move on. I'll practice that this last half and then I'll try incorporating everything together. Hold up. I'm gonna practice that again. I messed up. I held too long. A rest on measure 139. I'll focus on that the next run. But I also need to dump out some water, so time out. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I'm gonna keep practicing the third page. One, it's like 7 p.m. I'm usually not practicing this time, but today was my first day of work. Pretty, very, very chill shift. Because I mean, I tutor there on campus, and there was no one there to tutor. So just I was just spending time there watching the an online macroeconomics course by Harvard, playing Duolingo, talking to my friends, being hungry. It was very fun. So yeah, I'm a little tired, but that is no excuse to not keep practicing. So yeah, I'm gonna keep practicing. As you can hear, I am a little tired, but no excuse. I'm just saying. So I'm gonna try running through this third page. I'm gonna try playing it all. Now, obviously, this first line is connected to the second page, so it doesn't sound complete, but it's okay. The point is that I'm playing it, getting more experience with it. So yeah, I'll do a run through. It's not gonna sound amazing. I accept that. My goal is to make it sound as good as possible. With how tired I am, I'm gonna practice this. Then I'll move on to the next page. The next page doesn't look particularly difficult. It has the regular that I've already been practicing, and it has this long A that just goes for like 16 measures. So that'll be a tuning exercise. But yeah, the third page. The third page is the most important. So I'm gonna try doing a run through of that one right now. Maybe I'll do a second. We'll see. Okay. I would give myself a B. Nothing incredibly impressive, but something to, okay, you played some nice notes, whatever. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here for a B. So, what I believe what would be best for me is to keep playing the third part, even though I don't really want to. Even though I'm interested in page 4, I want to play it, say that I finished performing. I'm going to go back to page 3 and do another run through. But before I do that, I'm probably going to hit the middle part, that transition, because that's the hardest thing for me right now, is that transition from 128 to 129, the bum 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 bum. That is very, very difficult to me. Now, it's possible that another part is sharing this with me. I haven't checked that far. But if it is, then it makes it much easier. But if not, I need to practice it so I can play it all nice in time until you can hear all the notes. So yeah, I'm gonna keep practicing page 3, even though I would like to go to page 4. But we'll go to page 4 after. All right. One more run through. One more run through of the third page. Then we'll move on to the fourth page. That sounded pretty good. Pretty good. Very nice. Very happy with that performance. Had some hiccups, but those will get better. Okay. Now we're moving on to the fourth page, the last page of this part. I'll practice this. How much time have I should be fine. Should be fine. So yeah, I'm gonna practice page 4. We'll see how it goes. Water. So this part is easier than the third part, but there are some things to practice on this side. I, for one, need to practice this transition from the A, this long A, and then just go straight to without cracking those high notes. That's one. And then the other thing is those low notes need to sound good. The crescendos on the top part of the page need to sound right. I'm not sure if I have the energy to do a run through, and if I tried doing a run through, it wouldn't sound right. I'm like my eyes are like that. So instead of wasting your time and wasting my time practicing on something that I won't actually learn from, I'm just gonna practice the fourth page, try to be more focused on that. I'll practice it in sections, and then I'll do a full run through, and that'll be the end of it for this video. tomorrow I can't be up all day today because tomorrow I also work. And I'll potentially go to the gym. Yeah, I'll go to the gym tomorrow. It's legs tomorrow. I know, right? What a terrible workout. Legs. Anyways, back to French horn. I'm gonna do a run through. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. This run through. It's gonna be a great run through, and I cannot wait to sound amazing. I'm not jinxing myself. I'm actually gonna sound amazing. Just gonna stay focused. I think the hardest part is keeping count of the A's from 163 to 179. Keeping count of that A and looking at the tuner while keeping count and looking at the measures. That's one of the harder things I've done this practice. And then also the transition from da, ba-na-na, da-na-na-na-na, whatever. But I got this. All right. That is enough practicing for me. I am quite tired. And I did practice. I did practice. You know, I learned how to tune an A for like a whole 20 seconds. That was pretty fun. Maybe even longer. Yeah. I know these practices don't look that interesting, and that's mainly why I'm recording these videos. Is because I don't know. I mean, one is like a personal project for me. Like I want to be able to see this when I get older. But also, if you're someone and you have no idea who I am, or you have no idea what I do, you know, this is what practicing looks like. Practicing is repetitive, tedious, boring, but it makes beautiful music. You know, once I finish, oh jeez, I'm about to get a cramp. Like once you finish practicing this and you sound all good, then you get to perform it. You know, I get to record this and then layer it on top of the other parts. Though once those sound really good, then I'm gonna have a really beautiful piece of music to add to my collection of performances that I've done. And I think that's what the beauty of it all looks like, is that it's, although this is not like laborious in the way that working in the refineries, oil rigs, or being a cashier, there's still some tediousness in this. There's still some rigorousness that you need to give it, you know? I don't know. That's just how I see it. But that will be it for today. If I've practiced enough, I'm tired. I hope you all are having a good day. I hope this video is a little fun to watch. Hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah. I will see you all in the next video. I'll probably practice horn 4, but first, before I do that, I want to do a run through of page 3 and 4. And actually, maybe not. Maybe I'd spend the next video recording all of horn 3 in one run through. You know, because that's what my goal is. It's get run throughs. And so I'll most likely record all that. We'll see. Maybe it'll be super easy and I can move on to horn 4. Maybe not, and I'll just stick to horn 3. We'll see. Anyways, I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Have a good day.